Returning to Source, Class 7, Partner Rejection and Divine Lover, Inner Child. Hello, I'm Jim Morningstar, your guide through this 9-class journey of returning to Source. Today's topic addresses intimate relationships, the wounding that can come from the feelings of rejection or abandonment in them. We will do healing breath work in our relationships in this regard. Partner rejection and healing. Now, a partner in this context does not only mean a mate relationship. Exclusive or special relationships often bear the charge of early primary relationships, like with mother, father, and siblings, that have not been fully resolved, and about whom feelings are transferred to the person emotionally closest in one's current life. This could also be a boss or a best friend. Let's start our partner rejection healing process with a personal inventory of our own such experiences. Take Handout 1, Class 7, Partner Rejection, Divine Lover Experiences, and complete Section 1A. An important person in my life before the age of 13 with whom I experienced rejection and or abandonment was, and then 1B. The circumstances of this briefly were. Now, write whatever your feelings and thoughts were, even if they seem childish or insignificant to your adult mind. They were not so to your child's mind and nervous system. Section 2A. An important person in my life between the ages of 13 and 21 with whom I experienced rejection and or abandonment was. 2B. The circumstances of this briefly were. Again, write whatever your feelings and thoughts were then. Section 3A. An important person in my life after the age of 21 with whom I experienced rejection and or abandonment was. And 3B. The circumstances of this briefly were. Again, write whatever your feelings and thoughts were at the time of occurrence. Be aware of any patterns that may emerge throughout these occurrences. Leave Section 4 blank for now. If you can, turn off the video and complete these 3 sections, 1, 2, and 3 of Handout 1 now, and then come back to the video. Each month, we will do an experiential exercise that highlights the level of conscious evolution we are examining within us. This month, it is the cognitive level of existence. The, quotes, cognitive ideal of this level is to be free enough from survival patterns that one can think and respond with clear awareness of the most fitting good for self and others at the same time. The elements of detached observance, respect for the rights of all, and holistic decision-making are important. Again, we use these exercises to bring to consciousness what may be impeding our full potential and empowerment. Exercise 1. We will now work with the example of the life experiences of rejection and or abandonment you described in Handout 1, Sections 1, 2, and 3. We're going to take you through a guided breathwork visualization around the situations in which your partner feelings and attitudes were developed. However, be open to whatever surfaces as you breathe. It could be just sensations, emotions, thoughts, or other attitudes than the ones you wrote down. Suggest that whatever comes up is there for the benefit of your intended release or reinforcement. You can do this exercise with a partner or alone. Get yourself in a relaxed sitting or lying position in which you are warm and comfortably supported. Now, if you are alone, you'll do this as your own partner with your hand on your heart throughout. If you're doing it with a partner, you will repeat the exercise twice, with one partner lying or sitting and the other in a supportive witness position, with a hand touching the person doing the exercise where that person designates. For example, on the shoulder, or over one's heart, or wherever it feels appropriate. or not physically touching at all, but just holding energetic space. Stop the video if you need to get situated, and then come back. Now first, have the loving intention to go back to those experiences you wrote on handout 1, sections 1 to 3, for the purpose of releasing whatever feelings and thoughts do not serve you and reinforcing those that do. Our purpose, again, is restoring full aliveness and health to your body, mind, and spirit. We will again use a form of faster than normal breathing through the mouth and releasing on the exhale to initiate a somewhat heightened state of energy. You also may use some active expression and or movements if they help you to reprogram attitudes you choose to reprogram. You will put your attention on your diaphragm and heart area, and breathing through your mouth, take in an active inhale, bringing energy from your diaphragm to your heart, and then without pause, exhale from your heart to your diaphragm, not pushing or forcing it, and releasing on the exhale. Keep the inhale and exhale connected without pause, but adjust your pace and volume to what allows you to be energized without overwhelming your system. It'll look something like this. We will do a few minutes of this faster breathing and then do some visualization work. Let's begin. Keep the pace going and let yourself get adjusted to a faster than normal rhythm that you can easily sustain as I talk. The supportive observer, if there is one, should breathe normally, stay connected throughout, and do their own releasing silently. If you need to switch to breathing through your nose, do this at any time. That's okay. Now, continue your rhythm of faster than normal breathing and bring your attention to the early rejection abandonment before age 13. Note that if all memory is blocked, just breathe into your heart with the intention of releasing any such woundings, regardless of whether you remember them or not. Affirm the purpose of healing, release, and growth, even if you think you've already healed it. We can always get more inspiration from any incident in our life by breathing into it. As you continue to breathe, visualize your divine lover within supporting you throughout the incident, giving you exactly what you need to release any and all suffering attached to it, and strengthening your resilience, vitality, and openness to blooming in your life. Now, you may also use some active expression and movements if they help you to reprogram attitudes you choose to reprogram. Now, continue your rhythm of faster than normal breathing and bring your attention to the early rejection, abandonment between the ages of 13 and 21. Again, note if all memory is blocked, just breathe into your heart with the intention of releasing any such woundings, regardless of whether you remember them or not. Affirm the purpose of healing, release, and growth, even if you think you've already healed it. As you continue to breathe, visualize your divine lover within, supporting you through the incident, giving you exactly what you need to release any and all suffering attached to it, and strengthening your resilience, vitality, and openness to blooming in your life. Again, you may use some active expression and movements if they help you to reprogram attitudes you choose to reprogram. Now continue your rhythm of faster than normal breathing and bring your attention to the early rejection abandonment after age 21. Again, note that if all memory is blocked, just breathe into your heart with the intention of releasing any such woundings, regardless of whether you remember them or not. Affirm the purpose of healing, release, and growth, even if you think you've already healed it. As you continue to breathe, visualize your divine lover within, supporting you through the incident, giving you exactly what you need to release any or all suffering attached to it, and strengthening your resilience, vitality, and openness to blooming in your life. Again, you may also use some active expression and movements if they help you to reprogram attitudes you choose to reprogram. Take whatever time you need to come to completion with these incidents. And then breathe easily, and as you're ready, give your partner a hug, or hug yourself if you were doing this solo. If you are doing it with a partner, switch places and repeat the steps for the second person, and share with each other when you're complete. When you're complete, take handout 1 and complete sections 4A. What I learned about myself and my inner divine lover in this exercise was, and 4B, how I intend to apply my divine lover awareness to my life on a daily basis is. Turn off the video and come back after completing handout 1, sections 4A and B. To deepen our appreciation of the divine lover, Glenda Green shares some of Yahshua's wisdom as taken from Love Without End. To appreciate the meaning of this name, divine lover, more fully, we must remember that we are also love. As descendants of divine mystery, we are also our Creator's beloved children. It's just that, relative to our current condition, we do not remember ourselves as coming from a divine origin. We've drifted so far away from source of our being that we think of ourselves as different from Yahshua and separate from love. One of the main causes for this unfortunate occurrence is that we try to know ourselves through mirrored images. We seek to gain self-understanding through feedback, evaluation, and opinion. Yahshua calls this reflectance. If one fully comprehends why a flame cannot step aside to see itself burn, and why water cannot see itself flow, then one can also appreciate his own eternal mystery. Surrendering to that mystery will yield more wisdom than any reflection full of illusion could ever reveal. Once this is accepted in faith, there will be no further need for external formulations of self-worth. Yahshua stated, "You seek to know love by your own efforts and efforts of others in turn. So you've learned to think of love as an action or an external thing. It's even bartered as a commodity. Such ideas of viewing love externally have led you to judgment and separation from the true source of love and your own higher nature. The truest way to know your love is not by reflectance, but by the joy you feel in being yourself. That joy is the soul's pleasure in the presence of love incarnate. Whatever you experience as joy is the cup of your love overflowing. By your joy shall you know your love and the nature of your soul, as it casts your love upon the waters of life." Now, here Yahshua is reinforcing our own inner experience of being the divine lover rather than looking for its reflectance outside for confirmation. We can go through countless rejections and search for the beloved until we find it within. Indeed, each person may give us a glimpse of divinity, but only embracing the love we are can finally satisfy our soul's quest for reunion with the divine lover. Holding you in my heart as fellow travelers on the road home, I send and receive blessings for our circle and all sentient beings till next class. Blessings in light and love.